Iran has launched extensive retaliatory missile and drone strikes across the Middle East following the US-Israeli airstrikes that killed Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei on Saturday. Iranian state media and officials describe the counterattacks as legitimate defense under operations like True Promise 4, targeting US military installations, Israeli territory, and infrastructure in Gulf allies supporting the operations. Since Saturday, Iran has fired an estimated 370 to 400 ballistic missiles and over 800 drones, striking US bases in Bahrain, 5th Fleet HQ in Manama, and Muharraq damaged, 1 civilian death reported. UAE, 165 missiles and 541 drones launched, with intercepts leaving damage to Dubai International Airport, Abu Dhabi Zayed International Airport, Jebel Ali Port, and a fire on Burj Al Arab's facade, at least 4 injuries. Kuwait, Ali Al Salem airbase hit, runway craters. Qatar, Al Udeid airbase targeted, buildings damaged. Saudi Arabia, intercepts over Riyadh and oil facilities. Jordan, Muwafaq Al Salti airbase struck. Iraq, Erbil area impacts. And Oman, Duqaim port drone attack. Follow-up waves on Sunday and Monday hit civilian sites like hotels, roads and residential areas, causing widespread flight cancellations. Thousands stranded as airports closed in Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Doha and others. Israel faced direct barrages. Dozens of missiles and drones penetrated defences, killing at least 9, including in Beit Shemesh, Tel Aviv and Jerusalem areas, and injuring dozens more, marking the deadliest single day since the conflict's onset. Iran-backed Hezbollah intensified from Lebanon with rocket and drone salvos at Israeli missile sites and cities, leading to IDF retaliatory strikes on Beirut's southern suburbs, displacing hundreds of thousands and ending a fragile truce. In the maritime theatre, IRGC forces issued radio warnings effectively closing the Strait of Hormuz to transit, halting or rerouting shipping, traffic down 70%. At least 3 oil tankers were attacked, 1 off Oman's Musandam Peninsula, engine room fire, 4 crew injured. Another northwest of UAE's Minasaka, fire contained, no casualties, and reports of others damaged. 1 seafarer confirmed killed in related Gulf incidents. Insurance premiums skyrocketed and global oil prices surged 13 to 15% to over $82 per barrel amid fears of prolonged disruptions to 20% of world energy flows. Casualty figures from Iranian retaliation: 1 confirmed death in Bahrain, civilian near base, at least 4 to 5 total across Gulf states. For example, shrapnel injuries in Abu Dhabi drone strike, 9+ killed in Israel with dozens wounded. US military losses include 3 service members killed and 5 wounded at Gulf bases. Civilian impacts encompass airport evacuations, structural damage to hotels and residences, and regional panic. Iranian leaders, including President Masoud Pezeshkian and security official Ali Larijani, vowed sustained devastating responses, accusing the US and Israel of aiming to plunder and disintegrate the nation while rejecting any negotiation claims. A joint US Gulf statement condemned the indiscriminate assaults and affirmed collective defense. President Trump pledged to avenge US fatalities with continued overwhelming strikes. The retaliation has broadened the conflict, activating proxies like Houthis and Iraqi militias, exacerbating economic pressures through oil spikes and market volatility, and heightening risks of a full regional war if strait closures persist. As of March 2nd, 2026, exchanges continue with no signs of cessation, and assessments of damage and responses evolve rapidly.